But you didn't get that, death coach, because you just went straight for the close, met with objection, and now you had to overcome those objections. The best way to overcome is to play offense. It's to knock knock from TikTok. Don't come a rockin' because we are a knockin', you know, like I don't know, sorry. All right, let's get into it. I got another death coach clip for us to react to. Let's have some fun.
Hi. Oh, are you the homeowner? Cool. It's just Zach. We do a lot of like the landscape.
Okay, just Zach. Just Zach. What does that even mean? Just Zach. That's what Strong Bad would say.
Landscaping projects, renovation and stuff like that. And we just like to, wonder if you'd like a free quote or a design or something like that. Landscaping projects.
We're just getting finished doing remodeling our bathrooms and.
Where's your freaking process, man? You just go straight into the thing. Where's your freaking process? Where's the skill?
Stuff. So
oh yeah.
Yard is the next thing, but
yeah, you don't have more money.
Won't be for a few months at least.
Few months. But what would it take to get you to maybe consider it now?
Just cash flow.
Oh, cash flow. Okay. So if there was a way to have the cash flow, that would be important, or.
Yeah, but we can't. I don't want to borrow money to do anything.
Oh, okay.
That's the problem.
Because we have cool financing stuff.
No. Do you have a card?
Yeah, I can get you my.
Oh, there's the. Do you have the card? All right. So check this out. There is no process here. I want to give props to Death Coach though, because there is something to be said for not caring and just jumping straight into it. In fact, a lot of sales trainers would say, in fact, I know Grant Cardone says this, is like shorten the sales cycle, go for the close. As soon as you go for the close, you're going to get main objections. That's what happened here. The challenge with that is, the problem with that is that their mind is not primed to resolve the objections, because it's not your job to overcome objections. That's old philosophical thinking. It's outdated. In the day and age that we live in now, the prospect will act on their own beliefs, not on this stranger's recommendation, okay? Unless there's enough perceived value to consider thinking differently than they have previously thought, they're not going to. They're going to remain consistent with their actions. Death Coach goes straight for the close with no process. Yeah, we do the landscapes. We were going to give you a free quote. Oh, objection. We've just done the inside. The outside is next, but we're tapped out. We don't have the money. Oh, you don't have any money? He goes to result. Well, what would it take? I mean, give him props for asking the questions. What would it take for you to do it now, though? And getting the answer, but cash flow. But ultimately, she's not prepared to solve that. Her line of thinking is, we're not going to borrow money. There's no changing that. And so when he tries to change it, it's, do you have a card? Yeah, we'll talk about this some other time, right? Because there's no value. Then here's what could have happened. She said, early on, if you followed a good process, pattern interrupt, bring up a problem, and got agreement on the problem, you would have found out the same information, that they had just done the inside and that they were thinking about the outside, but it was going to be a while. You could then dig into that. Well, that's cool. Sounds like you're on a renovation kick. What got you starting to renovate in the first place? Why did you start with the inside? Okay, and what's making you think about doing the outside? Huh, okay, I see that. How long have you been thinking that way, though? How long has that been on your mind? Oh, okay. And then what would you like it to, I love this stuff. What would you like it to look like? And you see how all these questions are just increasing the gap between how they see themselves now, their current situation, and their future situation, what they'd like it to be, so that they've got all this value now of a new outcome. And in order to get there, they might have to think differently. So then when you bring up, well, we do have ways, if you're not opposed to it, we do have ways to help you get it now without having to break the bank either. I mean, I'm not saying do it, but for a free design to show you what it looks like, would you be opposed to seeing what those options look like, to see if it might be something that you could do now instead of later? And I guarantee you'd be met with so much better response that would progress that prospect into a sale. She had no resistance off the bat. She was open and honest to talk, right? But if your process was in line, if your prospect was in place, you would have built a lot more value in meeting with you, to where they might have considered thinking differently about the financing and actually working with you, so they could have it now and that problem could be solved. But you didn't get that, Death Coach, because you just went straight for the close, met with objection, and now you had to overcome those objections. The best way to overcome is to play offense. It's to pre-solve and resolve with the prospect, not for them. Those in Mind Directs Academy learn this and master this from a psychological backing. So if you'd like to better understand how to resolve and pre-solve objections so that you get less, and when you get them, they are solved for you with the prospect rather than by you and trying to force it through. If that resonates with you and if you like to have your sales conversations go that way, Mind Directs Academy is here for you. We've got programs to get you educated on it, get you trained up. Message me and let's help you out.